What's going on, players and haters? It's your least favorite duelist here, back with another video. So today I wanted to also discuss one more thing. As you know, the event for the KC Cup Grand Tournament's going on, and I wanted to give you some of my opinions on what to spend your super rare ticket on. Now, this one was a little bit trickier than the ultra rare ticket, as there's a lot more cards that are for future potential, as we'll go in and discuss. And most cards are like tech cards, so I think for the most part on this super rare ticket you might want to consider saving it potentially and waiting till the last second to pick up something, because I feel like there's more things that'll come up in the future than right now. So let's go into it. So I'll talk about the cards first that I think are like good right now, and then we'll go into the ones that I think are like decent for the future. So starting off, we are going to go with TSUKUYOMI. Let me just double check. Alright. So TSUKUYOMI, it's a really good card if you like playing Subterror. So what she does is you normal summon it, you can flip a monster face down. And the same effect happens if she's flipped face up. So if an opponent attacks into it, you can flip a card face down. Pretty handy. It's really good in Subterrors to get like some decent pops with your Kraken. So there's that one. The other one, as always, you know, I play a lot of Buster Blader. This is your opportunity to get the fusion spell. Usually you want to run 2 to 3 of these bad boys, so if you want to fill out your Buster Blader, there you go. The next one is going to be just a generic all-around good card for, like, if you want to OTK. Most decks that play OTK type variants run Hatronade to remove the back row, so Hatronade's a really good one. It's actually so good that it's limited. Okay. This next one, Forbidden Chalice, this one I see is, it's good for right now, and it still has some potential for the future. So it's a quick play spell, you gain 400 attack, but you negate the effects of the monster. So in certain situations, this card is really good to negate monster effects, or if you just need that little bit of damage to beat over something, this helps with that too. It's also effective during the damage step as well, so you can kind of surprise your opponent with it, which is really good. So like I think it's not run too often, but there will be a time when Forbidden Chalice might be a thing. Having a monster negate is pretty powerful. The next one too, if you don't own 2 enemy controllers, I think you should make sure you get the second one or your first one. This card is stupid powerful. It's good offensively and defensively. It's just all around a good card. Sometimes you need to snatch a monster up to tribute it off or synchro it off. Sometimes you can use it to close out a game. You can use it defensively to like stop an opponent from killing you. Like, it has so many applications. This is probably like number 1 right here as far as like something you should definitely get if you want to bring your ticket right now. Karma Cut, I'm not sure if you can actually, no. So let me get rid of Karma Cut, unfortunately. Super Buddy Team Force Unite. This card's been popping up quite a bit in decks, so I think if you have like one, now here's the thing about this card is you need to have more than one for this one to be relevant, because if it gets destroyed you can set another one, and I feel like having at least 2 is something you might want to consider. So this one you can special summon a monster from your card, from your hand or graveyard, as long as you have the same type on the field. So it has some applications. There's some future potential too. So yeah, pretty good card. Another one is just a generic good card. It's not seen that often anymore, but Bad Aim used to be a prime card to destroy other cards. So when your opponent activates another card or effect, you could target another one and destroy it. So it can be pretty handy in certain situations. It's not that great right now. I wouldn't probably like I'm on the fence about using your super rare ticket for this one, but it's pretty good. If you don't really have any good removal, like, it's a decent one to get. The next one is gonna be Treacherous Trap Hole. As always, I'm pretty sure if you lost duels in Yu-Gi-Oh very quickly, it's probably due to this card. Very, very powerful card to pop 2 monsters. You can use it to pop your own sometimes if you need to. The only downside to this is that you can't have any traps in the graveyard, but usually you want to run 2 of these if you are going to play the Treacherous build in your decks. So if you already have one, I would suggest getting another one. It's like kind of the same thing as enemy controller. Like, these 2 are like your prime like fill out cards for decks if you're missing like that last little bit. And then the last one too is like something I'm on the fence about. It's a network trap hole. Let me just double check. I think you can get this one. I don't remember. Sorry, I'm like doing this video like off the top of my head. Yes, okay. So this one you can get right now. It's a pretty good tech card. It's really good against stuff like Dark Magician, Shiranui. Banishing a card face down means it's pretty much out of play for the rest of the game. So it's a really good card if you're going first. You set it. They use their Squire to bring out a tuner, and then you just banish it face down, and they're pretty sad. So, some other ones too that I put down here. I know like the extra deck looks pretty weird. Like I said, the pool for super rares is not that large as far as like things you can get, or like that are super impactful. But here we go. So we have Dark End Dragon. So it sends a monster to the graveyard by losing 500 attack, which in certain situations is pretty good. I think it's a good one-up to have if you don't have this card. It's not super easy to bring out because you need a dark non-tuner to bring this out, but it is pretty effective in certain decks to just get rid of like problematic monsters that can't be destroyed by battle or card effect. You can just send it, so that's really handy. Next one, I haven't really seen it that often, but we got Aqua Dolphin or Aura Dolphin. This one cuts monsters attack in half, so you can beat over quite a few things. It comes back if you have a water monster in the graveyard if it's destroyed, and then it becomes a tuner, which is kind of cool. So yeah, like there's that. And then we also got Stardust Charge Warrior, which this one I put on here because it's a draw. You could draw one, and it can attack every special summon monster, which in certain situations can be kind of handy. But yeah, it's like another on the fence card. You know, like I don't think it's great. It's not like a for sure buy. There's better things to buy. So yeah, that's it for as far as like things that I think are like for right now. Now, as far as future potential, we're opening up quite a bit. So the first things first is DARKLORD IXCHEL. So it's a draw 2 for your DARKLORDs. I think also with some other decks that I'm going to talk about, DARKLORDs are like right there on the fringe where they could be extremely powerful. So if you really like DARKLORDs, like maybe it's a good time to fill out your IXCHEL if you want to. I only own one. I never really got into DARKLORDs, so like it's probably not a for sure thing for me. The next one is going to be Erebus, the Underworld Monarch. This guy is stupid powerful. So without targeting, when you tribute summon this guy, you can spin a card from the hand, graveyard, or field back into the deck, which is stupid powerful. And he's recursive, so you can keep adding them back to your hand by sending Monarch cards to the graveyard. Yeah, stupid powerful. I really like him. Oops, he went away. The next one for future potential is Block Dragon. If you haven't been watching the TCG, this card is running rampant everywhere in Animancipators. So this card essentially is a +3, which it can search up to 3 rock monsters when it leaves the field. It's stupid powerful. It could keep coming back. Its special summon requirement is not once per turn. You just banish 3 Earths, and on top of that, all your rock monsters can't be destroyed by card effects. So it's a really good card. There's potential that this card might, like with some certain rock archetypes coming out, like this card could be insane. The next one is going to be COCKADOODLEDOO. This is just like a really good synchro machine. It's special summons, it's a tuner, it could be level 3 or 4 depending on the situation. So yeah, that's about it. The next one is this is a funsy one, Madolche Princess, or Pudding Sis. This is your boss monster right now for Madolches, but Madolches have quite a few cards, and you never know, like something could come out and can push Madolche over the edge. They're like probably like a tier 3 or 4 deck, but they could still surprise you. They're very, very floaty, and you do need this boss monster to pull off quite a few of their more powerful combos. It only needs like 1 or 2 cards for this deck to be really good. So yeah, the next one too is Shield Warrior. Actually, I'm gonna skip out Shield Warrior. I changed my mind. So next one here is Kinky Bio. There's some future potential here. So when you normal summon this card, you can special summon level 1 monster from your graveyard. And that has some applications for like certain things. You could bring back like a Psy Reflector or like a Buster Whelp. I used to do that with Buster Whelp, which is kind of funny. There's also like the Plasma, it's like Fusion Parasite or something, where you can make like a fusion plays with this card. So there's that. Like, this one is on the fence as far as like future potential for me. I think the fact that it can special summon a monster out of the graveyard is really strong. So there you go. I think that's it. Oh, actually, I forgot one more. So this one here, Blackbird Close. I'm foreseeing with the way the ban list went that Black Wings are going to be really powerful. And getting a Blackwing Close is going to be... Actually, you can't even get this card. Wait, or can you? Yeah, you can. Yeah. So, yeah, Blackwing Close is a Monster Negator. It also can be activated from the hand, which is insane. It's also a counter trap, so it's spell speed 3. So a lot of cards can't respond to it. Like Xian cannot respond to this. So there's that. The last one I think has some future potential, Skill Prisoner. So this one here prevents a monster card. Uh-oh. Give me 1 second. Oh my god, my other phone. So, okay. Sorry about that. I'm on lunch at work, and I wanted to put this video out, and we have like our own little cell phone where I work. Well, anyways, so this one, you could target a card you control, and monster effects cannot destroy it. So it's pretty handy. And then it has another effect where you can banish it from the graveyard to do the same thing, to protect a card from a monster effect destroying it. So that's really good. Future potential, potentially. And then some other things too. MUDRAGON, with more fusion spells coming out in the future. This card here is a pretty nice little card. So it takes 2 monsters with the same attribute but different types, and your opponent cannot target this card or monsters on the field with the same attribute with card effects. So you could get around getting destroyed by certain things. And it has a quick effect where you can change it into that attribute. So you can swap this thing for different attributes, which is really neat. I think it's a nice little tech card if you can fit it in. Usually when I play like an invoked Subterror deck that I run this in. So it's pretty cool. The last one too here is a Funzy card, Fabled UNICORE. So this one, this is a negate everything if you have the same hand size as your opponent. I play a Fable deck pretty often, and I think it's a pretty cool card. That's just my own personal pick. So there you go. Like, this one is just a fun pick. I love this card. I think it's so cool, and it's so oppressive when you get this card out and it starts putting in work. It's really obnoxious. So that's gonna be it. I'm gonna go and like spend my ticket. Now, if you're curious on what I'm gonna spend this on, I'm gonna show you right now, because I'm in full belief that Monarchs, with enough, with like 1 or 2 more, probably just 1 more card, this deck will be super insane. Okay. So I'm gonna get my 3rd Erebus here. I just think like there's some future potential, and I think it's a really fun deck to fool around with. So there you go. And of course, like, you can always use your dream ticket to fill out things that you want to finish. So like, most likely Solitaire, you might want to finish that out, or let's see what else we got down here. Just going down the list here. I don't see too many things personally. Like, I kind of went through this list already. I was actually torn between getting a third Final Battle and Erebus, but I really like playing Erebus. I think he's a super cool card, and I'm hoping that Monarchs get to the point where they can actually be pretty viable. They're just right there on the outskirts. And if and I wanted to show you guys too some cards that might come out potentially, because we're getting like Monarch cards piecemeal here. And let's go take a look. So like we're missing stuff like Ether of the Heavenly Monarch. Like getting that would probably put Monarchs over the edge, or even getting Pantheism, which is a draw 2 for your Monarchs. Domain, which locks opponents out of the extra deck, is pretty insane. There's also Return the Monarchs, which allows you to add your Monarchs from your deck to your hand, which is pretty good. There is also, is this the one that actually increases attack, or is that just Oh, that's Domain. Okay. Yeah, so getting Domain in Monarchs would probably put this deck over the top, which I'm hoping at some point we get it. So I'm putting my money in Monarchs for right now. I don't own every Monarch card, unfortunately. I'm still working on it. The issue with Monarchs though is that it's kind of spread out. All their cards are spread out in like a bunch of different boxes, and then one of the Mega Monarchs also is this guy right here. Where is he at? This guy here is a level up reward for Scud, which is like super random, but I'm working on leveling up Scud to get this card. So I'm on the Monarch train right now. I don't know. So there we go. I think that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I will be posting another one on another Buster Blader variant and a Funzy deck. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.